I'll take it. It's mine now. It is mine now. So, what I do there is I do that. I blow that up. And then I do that. Hello, my fair citizens. Strider the Mayor here with another fantastic GRIXIS deck. Of course, with any good GRIXIS deck, we have to run Xanathar to steal their spells. We got to run You Find Some Prisoners to steal their spells. And we got to run Siphon Insight to steal their spells. These are really annoying cards to deal with. And so that's why we have to run them. Because that's just, obviously, if a card is really annoying, that's why we run them. That's kind of how the game works, right? So Xanathar Guild Kingpin is a 6 mana 5/6, so it's very expensive for not a lot of stats, but it's good that it has at least 6 toughness. That's nice. But at the beginning of your upkeep, choose target opponent. Until end of turn, that player can't cast spells. You may look at the top card of their library at any time, and you may play that card at the top of their library, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast. This is absolutely ridiculous because you can use their lands if you need land drops for whatever reason. You can cast any of their good spells. You can leave them with super shitty spells. You can almost force them to have lands every single turn at the top of their library. It can get extremely annoying to deal with, especially if you can't draw anything useful from the top of your library because you're preventing them from doing it with Xanathar. It can get all sorts of annoying if it spirals out of control. It's a good card sometimes. But being able to cast things from the opponent's library, always something that people hate. That's why we love it. So we're going to run 2 additional cards that allow us to take cards from the top of their library, beginning with You Find Some Prisoners. This is a 2 mana instant, so we're going to cast it at the end of their turn most of the time. You have 2 options. You can destroy an artifact, which is nice, but we're not going to use that very frequently. The other one is you get to look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's library, choose one of them, and until the end of your next turn, you may cast it or play it and use mana of any color. So that is just ridiculous because if you need a land drop, like say you do this on turn 2 and you need to get a land, it's very, very likely you get a land in the top 3 of the opponent's library. It's kind of nice. Or you can try to get a creature as a blocker. You can try to get a planeswalker later on. There's a lot of cool things you could do. Or you could just get a bunch of cards off the top of their library because it exiles them and they always stay exiled. That's also very important to know. Then, of course, we have Siphon Insight, which again is a 2 mana instant. Look at the top 2 cards instead of 3. Exile one of them face down, put the other at the bottom of the library. So this is a little bit different because, number 1, it doesn't exile the 2 cards. You only get to exile one of them. However, you may look and play the exile card for as long as it remains exiled, which means it's not until just the end of your turn. So they both have very different applications. You Find Some Prisoners I'll usually use for like a land drop or something, but you want to make sure that you can actually cast or use the spell that same turn or that upcoming turn. Siphon Insight is more like you can get a bomb or a big threat from the top of their library, and that's usually what you'll use it for because you can cast it later on down the road. You can use it to hold a counter spell, to use it against them later, which is always nice. But then, of course, it does have a flashback of 3, which means that you can cast the same spell again from the graveyard for 3 mana instead of 2. It's still an instant, so you get to do it a second time. It's always nice. We will also be doing a little bit of ramp with Lotus Field. So Lotus Field is one of my favorite lands. It's just a hexproof land, enters the battlefield tapped, and when it enters the battlefield, you sacrifice 2 lands, but you get to tap, add 3 mana of any one color. This is nice because we are also running cards like Stifle and Blood Sun. So Blood Sun, it's a 3 mana enchantment. When it enters battlefield, draw a card, which is nice because it kind of replaces itself. But it has the other text, the more important text of all lands lose all abilities except mana abilities. So this essentially makes it to where our Lotus Field comes into play untapped. It no longer has hexproof, but we also don't have to sacrifice lands for it to come into the battlefield. So this is ridiculous because on turn 3, we can play Blood Sun, and then turn 4, we can play Lotus Field, and we have 6 mana, so we can just play Xanathar. It's kind of nice. Turn 4 Xanathar is pretty good, turns out. It's pretty good. pretty good. But we can also counter that sacrifice trigger with Stifle. So again, Lotus Field, when it enters the battlefield, you have to sacrifice 2 lands. So turn 1, you put down a blue source. Turn 2, you go into full control. You play your Lotus Field. It says, hey, you have to sacrifice 2 lands. Instead of actually sacrificing 2 lands, you're going to tap your blue source and cast Stifle, which counters target activated or triggered ability. Since the sacrifice 2 lands is a triggered ability, you copy that to make it to where you don't have to sacrifice 2 lands. So then the next turn, you then have 4 mana to untap with, and then whatever else you need to do. So it's very, very good on that front as well. But being able to ramp to that level is really nice because once we get Xanathar down, of course, we want to be able to cast multiple spells every turn if we want to get some stuff off the top of their library. Or if there's something good on the top of their library, we want to make sure that we can actually cast it. So once we do Xanathar, we also at the same time want to make sure that we can cast like an Ugin or something. That would be really, really cool, right? So that's the main goal of that type of ramp. We want to make it to where it's just like 1 land, throws into the battlefield, and then it's good. But again, Xanathar, You Find Prisoner, Siphon Insight can all kind of guarantee lands from the opponent's library, so we don't really have a problem with missing land drops like that. As far as the core components of the deck, I would say it's going to be Xanathar, You Find Some Prisoners, and Siphon Insight. Now, I would say just fill in the deck with anything else that you really want to fill it in with. I tried going down to 3 You Find Some Prisoners and 3 Siphon Insights. I also initially only had 2 Xanathars, and it just seemed much less consistent. So once I added a 3rd Xanathar, a 4th You Find Some Prisoners, a 4th Siphon Insight, the deck just got better and actually had a consistent win-to-loss ratio, which, of course, is what we always look for. But, of course, if you need to change out some other spells, because a lot of these are rares, board wipes, of course, always useful. Agonizing Remorse is a nice alternative for hand hate. Stifle, I don't think there's any real replacement for that. You can technically just not run it and rely solely on Blood Sun. It's a little bit riskier, but you can do that. If you're going to do that, you're going to want to take out the Stifles and add in Valakut Awakening so that you can cycle your hand to try to either find the Blood Sun or find the Lotus Fields more consistently. That's also something to keep in mind. But as far as everything else, it's going to be difficult. If you want to make sure you ramp like crazy, you're going to need the Blood Suns as well, which are also rares. So as far as making it budget, the only other things you can really change are going to be the board wipes of Extinction Event, Ritual of Soot, Anger of the Gods, and then probably Murderous Rider you could change or get rid of and do some other type of cheaper removal. Agonizing Remorse is uncommon, probably okay with that. You Find Some Prisoners, uncommon. Siphon Insight's rare, you'll need that. So overall, I will say that there's about 12 rares and 3 mythics. That's all that's really required to build the core essentials of this deck. Everything else, like the lands, that's going to fill into the deck, and that's why you see the total of 46 rares and 3 mythics in the entire list. That's going to be it optimized. But again, the lands, there's so many different dual lands nowadays, you don't even really need the ones that come to play untapped, if X, the pay 2 life. You don't necessarily need all that because once again, Blood Sun, it's going to remove all abilities that aren't mana abilities of lands. So anything that's like a Guild Gate, those will actually come to play untapped if you have Blood Sun out. So running a ton of tap lands that are dual lands doesn't actually hurt you all that much, and they can still be just common lands. It's perfectly fine. So don't feel shy about doing that. This can easily be budgeted. This one can easily be budgeted. But if you want the current deck list the way it is right now, at the top right hand corner of the video, you should see a little card that pops out that should send you over to the Aether Hub page. If you want the text-based version, it should be in the description below, as well as another link to the Aether Hub page. Alright, so let's get a poll going. New poll. What is next week's bounty? All right, sorry. Ideas for next week's bounty. We have anything? Was there any good ideas? $69 card decks. I don't know about all that. 26 lands. Bare minimum. Bare minimum. Okay. Can anger if we need to. Doesn't look like we do. Temporal Gateway. Thank you for a real suggestion. I appreciate it. Counterspell! Yay! Hurry up. Come on. Jesus. Okay. I don't think there's any. Well, there's a couple. We still have our Siphon Insight and you find some prisoners are both instant speed. Right, so we can do some shit. We can do some shit. I can get some counter spells as backup. Give me counters. Give me counters. No. You do not get to draw a card. You do not. I disagree with you having any type of that. This controller pays 1, yes. A lot. I have a Jwari disruption. Fuck. I needed another land. Chat. I needed one more land. I needed one more. I could have held up Lawfully Denial and hoped that they didn't have something. What's up, Taxdu? How you doing? Give me counters. Maybe I should have done that just to make them spend the extra one. There. 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 There.
Bitch, please.
Bitch. Bitch. Get out of here. Go away. We don't need you here anymore. God damn it. That was rude. All right, Nick Cage in a boat. Let's go, Nick Cage. Let's go, Nick Cage. Let's go, Nick Cage. Oh. Do they have another one? Unsummon, Stern Dismissal. I got nothing, chat. Quest for 50 counterspells? Yes. Ooh, they have the thing that makes me pay 3. So I can't play Xanathar this day, or this game. I gotta wait another turn. Shit. Yeah, it was probably a punt. Maybe. Maybe. All right. I can pay for 4. All right. How many more do you have? Tell me what you got. You have a Spell Pierce? Miscast. I mean, that shit doesn't really help me, right? Not so much. They can't do anything on my turn. So, that's nice, at least. But this is... Yeah. Can draw a card. Wari Disruption. I'll take it. I will play it as a land. Just can't cast a counter. So actually, no, I'll let them have that. No. Enjoy. Yeah. Enjoy. Huh? All right, they have a land. Please, please, for the love of God. Nice land, bro. Yeah, I can stifle the card draw from cycling, yeah. And I can stifle the shark token as well. Which I didn't really need to because I had Ritual of Soot, but yeah. Yeah, I could have done everything. Does matter. All right. Lotus Field, off the top. Now, do I... Oh, no. Let's keep the Stifle up for something else. Let's keep the Stifle up for something else. All right, have some shit. I'll take it. It's mine now. It is mine now. So, what I do there is I do that. I blow that up. And then I do that. And I do that. I gain a life. They gain 4. It's even. They have to have 7. There's no way they gain 2 life here, right? Kappa. Oh. Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay, cool. Let's see what they got. Yeah. We'll take it. We will take it. Sure. No. How dare you? I mean, I can stifle that. Mine. At least someone here knows how to, like, do something with their cards. Yes. Absolutely. 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 How could you? Fuck. Alright, I should have held that. Okay, punished. Hashtag punished. Hashtag punished. Fuck. Alright. That was shitty. Yeah, that was not good. I did need life gain. I'm the creature deck. It is I. There we go. Yeah. And Dejani will come back into play under their control, by the way. Not mine. Mm-hmm. Wait. But I was playing a mono white deck. One more land. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Not a single thing could possibly go wrong. It's not like they have turn 1 Blood Crypt Thoughtseize and then get rid of my Blood Sun. Right? 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 Well, they could have. Oh, if I had a Stifle, that would have been hilarious. Alright, don't counter me, bro. Don't counter me, bro. Alright. So it's a rogue deck. Interesting. How does a rogue deck beat a rogue deck? Is that a good matchup? Actually, I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea, actually. Okay. Shump Streams, how you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Oh. Well, fuck me in the balls. I see. I see. Stream was shit? That's not good. This game is about to be shit. Let's be honest here. I'm mill deck. I'm milling. It is I. Cats Like Felix, welcome to Sodium City. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Wait, opponent, but you didn't want me to steal your shit. I got a room crab, motherfucker. I think maybe we need more hand disruption. I like the 4 I don't even remember what they're called. Agonizing Remorse. Yeah, I like the 4 Agonizing Remorse. We have nothing to do unless we get a red source. I believe in the red source. I still am not I'm not meaning to use these. But it's fine. But it's fine. I think it's fine. Well, shit. That was not good. Yeah, the problem is they're gonna autumn kill my Blood Sun. I assume. It's the best thing we can do right now. Just keep hitting our land drops. This is rough. It's the fucking Niv deck. I hate this deck so fucking much. Yeah. It's pretty rough sometimes. Damn. I feel like we're always missing red. How nice of them to give us the Stifle we so wanted. Oh. A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. Black green. So we can actually use it. Alright. At least we get to stifle the trigger, right? Odd. And I'll take the value. It does suck that I didn't get the Niv. That's unfortunate, but they just don't want to overfill their hand and be forced to discard. I gotcha. Can we safely do that? I think we need to protect the Xanathar. They have too many things that will fuck that shit up. I don't like it. Pizza Roll Man, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to Sodium City. Oh, opponent, leave my graveyard alone. Play your Niv Mizzet. I will stifle your Fabled Passage. Sure. Absolutely. Got it. I only have one Stifle, though. So I can't Stifle a Teferi Tuck and that. So I think I'll let the Teferi Tuck go through and still Stifle the Niv Mizzet. I think I have to. I love Niv, 5-color good stuff. 8's fun. Degenerate. I thought I was a degenerate. I thought that was me. Okay. It doesn't have Death Touch till next turn, right? So we don't care too much. Sure. surprising. I mean, we just like get rid of this Niv Mizzet. Yeah. Unfortunately, they get a cycle land. Maybe I should have just... Oh, they can also do that. Oh wait, full control. Full control. Okay. It was another Fabled Passage. If that was an instant or sorcery, I could have done the thing. See you next time. Thanks. All right, Dildo. Take it easy. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Got him. Lifelink. Monocolored permanent? Sure. Enjoy your monocolored permanent. Yeah, I know, it prevents spells from being cast. Yes, but I could have cast the spell my turn. So they shuffled a land at the end of my turn. And I still have access. So if they had instances on the top of their library, I could have cast it before it went to their turn. You know what I mean? Like this. If it was a Growth Spiral, I had the 2 mana. I could have done it. God damn it. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Should have left him with the land. Yeah. I should just always leave them with the land. Always. And stop fucking around. Alright. Whatever. I'm done fucking around. No more. You get nothing but lands. I am the Jace the Mind Sculptor now. Yes. That one, and that one. Absolutely. Enjoy your land. Would you like another land? Would you like another land?
No!
You should play Fabled Passage and crack it so I can stifle it. Can I stifle that? Can I stifle that? Easy gold. Easiest gold of my life. But yes, I give everyone I give everyone open permission to use my stuff for whatever. I don't care. I don't care what you use it for. My content will always be free. As far as right now. I can't imagine a point in time where it won't be free. I just don't see a case where that's going to be the case. But like outside of merchandise and stuff, that's it. I'll Siphoning Insight. I'm gonna try to get a land. All right. Got a land. Got a land. Okay. I didn't kill it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm the goblin deck.
Nope.
Damn it! They had it. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, I hate how that's even. All right. I'm gonna do this. And then I'm a goblin matron. 'Cause I don't want them to find another Muxus. But I do have Stifle. I do have Stifle. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I have Stifle. I also have this. Oh. Those aren't good. Not playing Siphon Insight there. I know. I need to get that Cranko off the top, or else they will snoop it. I have to do this for even. That sucks. But I get to stifle the trigger. So, you know. It hurts, but what are you gonna do? No! Fuck! God damn it! Is that the fourth? It's the third one. God damn it. God damn it. Matumbo has the same deck? Dun dun dun. Yeah, I built a deck that was pretty similar to this before, what's it called, got banned? Do I need double red? Yeah, I do need double red for stuff. No. Memory lapse. Yeah, before lapse got banned. Yeah, before lapse got banned, I had a version of this because you would lapse and then you would steal their shit. And it was hilarious. Am I dead? I might be dead. Because I shocked that in. No. 6-9. Okay, no. Okay, they didn't attack first. So that's good. Let's do this. I don't really want them to have another creature on the battlefield. I really don't want them to get rid of my Bloodstone just in case. Okay, sure, whatever. I'll take it. We take those. We take them. We take them. So at the end of the day, this deck ended up going 10 and 11. Now, I didn't even realize I played that many games with this deck. It was really, really fun. So keep that in mind when you play as well. However, as far as the good matchups for us, it tended to be a slower aggro deck were very, very easy for us to win against. So anything like a mono white life gain, or a slower like Coco Elves, as long as they didn't have the nut draw and could kill you on like turn 4 or 5, or I guess like 3, 4, and then continue to apply pressure. Like if they got an interesting good card draw engine, that we can't really deal with a lot of the times, but for the most part, we didn't have any problems with it. So the most recent game that we did that we won, it was against a Selesnya, just like a Coco life gain control type of deck. They had a very, very good hand. They played a Coco, had a Righteous Valkyrie, Skyclave Apparition, Bishop. Like these were very, very good cards. As even on turn 3, 4, 5, it's a very good hand, and we were able to absolutely demolish it. So that was very, very good. We were able to control that matchup, and that's all that we really care about. As far as the Izzet deck, this was a little bit more than what we're typically used to, mainly because there's the Chandra that can't be countered, and then their consistent counter spells being the couple negates and Sinister Sabotage. The Shock obviously didn't help either, but we just have no way to deal with that Chandra. We don't have the life gain to sustain anything else, especially when they were just controlling the entire game with all their counter spells. For the mono red Goblins matchup, we did end up losing that one. Unfortunately, we did have to run into two Muxai in order to lose. So we were able to hold out for quite a long time. I don't think it is a bad matchup, which is nice, but it is, of course, based completely on RNG, depending if they're able to get the Muxus down on turn 3 or 4. Then if they get a Hasty, it's like we were able to fight through 3 Chieftains, 2 Proctors, 3 Snoops, 2 Mugs. Like, we fought through a lot. And it's a very, very good deck if we're able to keep up with that much advantage that mono red has. For the 5-color Niv Mizzet matchup, we lasted a very, very long time. We were able to essentially get everything out of their deck, everything that they needed, everything that they needed to win, we were able to just absolutely obliterate and get rid of. So that was nice. We got rid of a lot of their removal. I'm not exactly sure if they were running a lot of singleton stuff because they didn't really have copies of much of anything, but we were able to get a round of pretty much all of their answers, which was very, very nice. Overall, I would say that our worst matchup is probably against a control deck. Now, the reason I say this is even if we are able to stick down Xanathar and we're able to cast spells off top of their library, we can only cast so many spells to whether or to the point where it is a counter spell or something that we just can't cast willy-nilly off the top of their library. So if it's a counter spell that we get to, like if we play a land or we play a consider or whatever it is that we play off the top of their library, if we play that and now they have a counter spell at the top of their library, we can't just... Sometimes we can play a spell from our hand that's cheap and then counter ourselves to get the counter out of their hands, but at the same time, it's very, very inefficient for us to do that. It's nice, yes, because we do have the opportunity to take the planeswalkers and stuff of that nature, but if they're not running a very planeswalker heavy control deck and it's more counterspell heavy, then it's a very, very, very hard matchup, and it's not something that we're necessarily equipped to deal with, but at the same time, nobody really runs that deck, so you don't have to worry about it all that much at the same time. But I would say that that is our biggest weakness, because if it's a burn deck and we can get this, that is a whole other story, because we always have targets. We're going to have a ton of mana. We're going to be able to kill them with their own burn spells pretty easily. It's really just the spells that we can't cast even if we have the mana. We're just giving them uses from the spells, typically counter spells. And as for yesterday's comment question of the day, I asked you, what's your favorite scary movie? Here are your answers. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to this point, it means you either really enjoyed the video or you fell asleep and I'm waking you up now. Either way, thank you for all the support. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, come out with videos 7 days a week.